everybody. Okay, I'm gonna rub your belly a little bit, okay? Mama has to film. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you subscribing. And also, if you end up liking this video, make sure to hit the like button. I upload a lot of yoga videos here, follow along classes. So if you're new, well, I'm so honored that you're here. In today's class, I'm gonna take you to a deep back bend, and you're gonna be needing a foam roller. I have here a Rolga. I love the grooves of this. This is perfect for what we're gonna be doing right now. But if you don't have this type of foam roller, it's okay too. And for the yoga mat, I suggest if you have something very thick or cushiony, you can put it on top of your carpet, just, for bones. I find that doing a lot of Dhanurasana helps when it is a lot softer. Not too soft like a bed, right? But something that is, that can support your joints. I have here 2 yoga mats. So if you're, excuse me, dog. This is the Eco Manduka yoga mat, and on top is my Oko Living yoga rug. I actually love this pair because the Eco is a lot smaller. So if you put the Oko Living rug on top, it hides it. So it's not obvious that it's actually 2 mats. And I just use this for extra support with my joints. So if you did not know yet, I'm an ambassador of Rolga and Oko Living. If you use my code Georgina Flows, it saves you 20% off from Rolga and $10 from Oko Living rug. I'm going to be linking both of these in the description box below so you can check them out. If you did not know yet, this Oko Living rug is actually made of non-toxic materials. Even the dye that they use are all plant-based. So for example, for the yellow, it's turmeric. It's all things like that. Yeah, you might want to check them out. I really, really love this. So if you put it on top of a rubbery mat, you don't inhale those leaching chemicals. You know how it is if you're following along. I am crazy with non-toxic things. All right, let's jump right in. Okie dokie, I like to start a back bend with a foam roller, so that to really warm up my back. So we're gonna place our foam roller behind us, okay, and then sit this way. Just try to touch the foam roller behind your lumbar, and then, or your lumbar. From here, I like my hands either on top of my head or at the back. So it depends on you. You could use or hug yourself this way if that's more comfortable for you. I just like to do it because I want to spread my elbows really wide, and then now starting to roll forward and then back, hitting now even my traps. So from the traps all the way to where it feels good. There's really no right or wrong. We're just rolling. And then the grooves of this Rolga is perfect because it hugs your spine. So the muscles around your spine is really getting hit perfectly with the grooves or the waves of the foam roller. And if you notice the ends of it, that's why I like to spread my elbows wide. It also hits my lats almost. See, if you widen the lats and the shoulders there, it's so good. All right, we're just gonna be rolling, and then as you reach somewhere between your thoracic, right, as you roll up to your traps, you're gonna bend to the right side. So we're just gonna do this and then continue to roll forward and back again, just to where you can, no pushing. Oh, such a great way to warm up in a side bend. Just breathe naturally and then back to center. Oh, feels so good. This is more effective when you're using the Rolga compared to like that normal shaped roller. And if you know, you'll notice what I mean. All right. So again, I'm just gonna adjust so you can see me better. From rolling back, we're gonna do it the opposite side. So I bent to my right earlier, now I'm gonna bend to my left. Inhaling and exhaling to bend. Good. Finding that sweet spot. You feel that in the grooves. I can't explain, but if you have it, you know what I mean. I'm gonna put a timestamp below if you wanna skip the foam roller part, But I suggest that if you're going to be doing the whole thing, I would really suggest you do this because it warms up everything at the back. All right. From here, you're going to interlace your fingers however you want. I like to sometimes do it this way, wherein I'm kind of eagle wrapping my arms a little bit and then my wrists, right? So it's not just this way. So basically, I eagle wrap until I could clasp. From there, it's just such a different tightness that you feel from the upper back. And then from there, I want you to really roll to your traps and lift your head up. Your arms are going to be behind you. You're going to pulse the arms back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Open the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're going to wrap it again, but this time the opposite side, right? So my other left arm was on top earlier, or the right, and then I'm just going to wrap it other way. So whatever works for you. I just kind of like to do this. And if you'll notice, if you wrap it like an eagle arms, the upper traps is hitting differently, especially if you have scoliosis, right? If you're following along with some scolio, you know, and you'll feel what I mean. There's no right or wrong here. We're just rolling. Okay. And then we're going to lift the head up, pulse the arms back, hold it there, or pulse. I like to add some pulses and then hold. So dynamic and then static. 3, 2, and 1. Release and let go. All right. Push yourself up to sit up. Good job. And now we're going to roll our thighs. So coming onto your knees. Have your roller in front of you. Hold it in front. And then sit on your heels. Lift your knees up, roll your foam roller towards you until it gets underneath your shins. Beautiful. Hands in front, palms flat down, and then you're going to really squeeze your hamstrings here as you roll forward and back. Keep going. Good. And then as you roll back, you're now forming this tabletop shape, right? You're almost like in a floating tabletop, but with the roller underneath. So now you'll find that shoulders stacked above the wrists, and now you're going to roll the legs forward and back. Keeping your arms isolated, so you're trying to not move the upper body as much as possible, and you're just rolling it there. This is also a great way to warm up the wrists. If it's not too intense for you, you can get your spider fingers by bending the knuckles and then see if that helps. Breathe. Good. And all right. I like now to stretch my ankles with the foam roller. So you're going to push it back somewhere between your toes and your ankles, right? So finding that sweet spot, it's going to be different for everyone depending on how bendy or how mobile your ankles are. I like to do it this way, and then have your hands or fingertips support you like what I'm doing now, and we're just going to lift one knee at a time. No pushing. Just try to see if you could lift it without hurting your ankles, okay? I'm just very flexible at this point, so I like to do this to warm up my ankles. So we're going to do switches for 5. Lifting left knee and then right knee alternately at a time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now roll towards the ankles and hold it here. This is really perfect. If you have the Rolga, you'll feel the grooves hitting the shins perfectly, even your thighs. I've been using Rolga for 6 years now, I believe. 5, 6 years. All right. Feels good. I also like to do this underneath my legs. Okay, so we're going to place it underneath my legs, sitting this way. And so see the grooves here, right? We're going to put or place the legs here. So I like to do it this way. Oh, so good for the calves. Okay, so we're just gonna press it here. If you have a foam roller too, that's just like the ordinary, you can also do that, right? It's just gonna hit differently, so you might not feel the same way I'm feeling, right? From here, I want you to flex your feet, open the butt cheeks left and right, and then lean your belly to your thigh, right? So now you're forming this arch in the back, and then you're gonna flex your feet, pull the toes towards you, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, it is intense, 1, release, shake, shake, shake a little bit. And then we're gonna rotate the ankles this way by pressing your calves firmly down. You can place your hands behind you, and we're gonna rotate one foot first to one direction, pressing your calf firmly, and then the other. Good. Okay, now let's see if you can do both. I'm going with an outwards motion. Whatever motion you're doing, you're just gonna reverse that for about 5 more. Good. Whew. Shake, shake, shake. Roll some more. Okay. Lastly, we're gonna hit the glutes. So I really like this rolla too for the glutes. Nothing hits like another foam roller, because once you get to hit the end groove, right, you're going to lean that one butt cheek to that side. Okay, so that foot or the other foot will be behind first as you roll forward and back for 3. Just baby rolls, 2, 1. Good. Place that foot now in front of the other leg, as if you're now forming this, like, right, we're hitting the adductors too, squeezing them together, and then rolling. You could drop the forearms if that feels better for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I like to stay here. Open up, almost like a dragon pistol squat, right? In this pose. Good. So good. All right, now we're gonna do the other butt cheek. I like to do it on the last groove. So good. And then we're gonna roll first this way. Same thing. And then if you feel that that's good enough, then you can drop the leg and then put that foot in front of the other. Good. And now twist here. Find that spot, right? Sometimes I just like to be on my hand and then forearm, whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong. We're just rolling, sliding back and forth, hitting the glutes. So good. All right. Yeah. Ooh, all right. Let's see if we can bend, and we're done. Geek! Love it. Sometimes I also like to do my arms. Since we're gonna be doing a lot, let's just do a little bit on the forearms, right? This is also perfect with the grooves. Maybe not so much with the other foam roller. So just stretch forward and back. And then we're gonna warm up our backs with this roller, and I'll show you after. So all the way to the armpits if you can. And now you're forming this like puppy pose, if you will, right? With a foam roller. And then we're just like passively stretching and rolling it forward. Ooh! All right. Now for the mini back bend warm up, I like to do it this way. So you're just gonna crawl your fingertips in front, and we're gonna place the foam roller. Now this is gonna be different for everyone. I like mine above the knee, somewhere around my thighs. But this is gonna be different if you're not very bendy yet to start. You could place it just somewhere around your shins. Okay? And what you're gonna do is basically, so if it's the shins, it's gonna look like this, right? You're just gonna drop the belly down, and then your feet are gonna be up, right? So that's why I said it depends where you want to place your roller. For me, I like to place it somewhere on my thighs because I'm now very bendy to start. Okay, like this. From here, you can drop the forearms if you like, kind of like a sphinx pose. And then we're just going to we're gonna like find that stretch where you can really roll it forward and back with a back bend. So we're not like rolling it, we're not working on the core. I want you to relax your core, roll it back until it feels good for your back. So notice that if you roll closer, if your forearms are down, it's gonna be a deeper back bend, right? If you roll it a little bit backwards, then you'll just feel that, it's a nice stretch. Okay, we're just stretching, finding that relaxing position. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, from there, dropping the forearms down, you're gonna bend one knee. Hold it there. Good. Straighten the leg, then bend the other knee, point the toes, hold it there. Now I want you to get a feel of your back. You will feel the back, which is tighter. Again, right knee bends, or at least whatever you did. The opposite one now, and then the other. Good. So you want to really observe which one needs a lot more attention for the day, right? It's going to be different for everyone and depending on your day. Whew. All right. Now that is a little bit compressed there, you feel. So now we're just going to get into our child's pose to counteract a little bit of that back bend. All right. Okay, wrist warm up, closed fist. Just sit on your Vajrasana or Thunderbolt, sitting on the heels, and we're just gonna circle our wrist here. There's no right or wrong, whatever direction you want. You wanna make sure you're doing both directions. You can do it simultaneously or not. Good. Okay, now interlace your fingers in front. We're just gonna set the foam roller aside. So interlaced, push it forward. Inhale, reach all the way up, elevate the shoulders next to the ears. And then exhale, you're just gonna drop the shoulders down. Straighten your arms still. Good, inhale, push up. Rib cage in, exhale, down. For 3. For 2. Push, push, push. Last one. All right, shake it up. Now we're gonna do some cow face arms. I'm gonna face you my back. Okay, we're gonna do the full cow face or Gomukhasana, wherein we're gonna, let's stack right knee on top of the left knee. Okay, wiggle, wiggle yourself. I want your heels as close to your hips as much as you can, where you can feel stable. Okay, once you get to this position, you're gonna press the arch of your feet with the mound of your palm. Okay, both palms, and then press it down. Hold that position. Lift the bum for a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Good. I want you to chop the arch. We're gonna use this to really activate the back, right? This part in acupressure points, if you believe in that, which I believe in that. You wanna like press it. So let's wake up the body. Next time, maybe I'll take you to the Naboso, my favorite, because it makes it a lot faster when you do that with back bends. All right. Whew, now that it's pretty much warmed up there, right? You feel that? Whew, left arm will sweep all the way up, breathing in. Exhaling, we're gonna side bend first. You can place that other hand anywhere you like, either the foot to push it down or your mat, and then maybe dropping the forearms. Whatever works for you. We're gonna start to pulse this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the elbows, palms behind your back. Good. Now come all the way up. Elevate that right or left shoulder if you're following the same shoulder. Good. And then square yourself. Beautiful. Right hand sweeps all the way back. Breathing in. Breathing out, you're gonna fold as you bend the back arm. Good. And then you're gonna crawl. You're gonna rotate that right shoulder if you're following this right and left as you come and bring that palm all the way up, up, and maybe you can clasp. Doesn't have to clasp wherever you are. If you're only here, that's fine. Just try your best to wherever you're at right now. Good. We're holding this position, inhaling, puffing out the chest, looking up. Exhaling, ribcage in. Straighten your body, square yourself. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the bind, slow and steady. Shake, shake, shake. Rolling the shoulders back and forth. Okay. There's no right or wrong. You can do forward and back or alternately. Beautiful. Now we're going to swap legs, hands behind you, untangle the legs. Left leg now is going to be on top of the right. Stacking your legs. Gomukhasana or cow face pose. Wiggle, wiggle yourself. Feeling your stable seated position. Good. Heels towards your hips. Press it down and lift the bum. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Sit down. Let go. Right hand sweeps all the way up. Breathing in. Left hand can be anywhere. You can slide it to the left side. Breathing out to bend. Adding some pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there to your deepest range. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Let's see if we could do cow face. Both arms. Okay, right hand up, left arm behind. Big breath in. Stretch. Exhaling, bending both elbows. Good. To clasp your fingertips behind. Beautiful. It doesn't have to touch. But notice that the second attempt will always be a lot easier effort, right? Okay, we're gonna stay here. Inhaling to puff out the chest, looking up. Exhaling, ribcage in, holding it here for 5. Just breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release slowly or gently. And shake it up. Good. And now I'm gonna face you. How did that feel? How is your body? Hopefully you're a little bit more warmed up now. Okay, we're gonna do some twists in a seated position. Whatever position you like. I do encourage you to do in a lotus or sukhasana, easy cross-legged style. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, you're gonna face the right side to twist to the right side. Good. Stay here. Now I want your left arm to touch the right thigh. Twist some more. Right arm will now be behind you. Try to insert it somewhere in your thigh, the other thigh, right? If it's only at the back, that's fine. Now you know you have more room for improvement with that internal rotation of the shoulder to the right, and so you can open up more there. Good. Release. Come back to your center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, twist to the left side. Right hand will touch the left thigh. Good. Twist some more. Left arm sweeps behind. Big breath in, breath out. Grab your inner thigh or whatever you can grab here. See, this is what I'm talking about. The internal rotation of this. When you dip it down, it's easier to reach behind, right? So this should be on an internal rotation. You're not trying to externally rotate that, right? So there's a difference. So from here, you should be feeling that it's a deep twist. Good. Like as if you're feeling your lats here, right? You're pushing, you're squeezing the lats together, and it should be intense. Good. Right? So you didn't just work on the twist there, you worked on a lot of the parts of your body. Oh, good job. All right. Now we're going to do some hip opening. So have your feet as wide as it is comfortable for you. Obviously, if you're over here, that's totally fine, right? We're not doing middle splits. We're just warming up. This is just comfortable for me. Okay, from here, have your hands in front. And I want you to kind of wiggle yourself left and right, where you can feel that you're on an anterior tilt, right? Meaning your pelvis should be really grounded now, and your butt cheeks should be kind of like pop. So if you're looking behind you, or rather to your side, if you have a mirror there, right? You should have that nice curve from the butt. Okay, you're gonna reach forward here, just to where you can, and you're gonna start to pulse, right? I want you to get the toes pointing up, both left and right. You feel that intense stretch at the back of your legs. You're gonna pulse down and up here. No pushing, just to where you can, right? So if you're over here and you're already feeling that deep stretch, that's fine. So wherever you are, I just get this deeper stretch when I go all the way to my pancake now, right? You don't need to go into your pancake. You can just be over here, just to where you can get that toes pointing up, flexed feet, reach, anterior tilt. You're just focusing on the pelvis, rotating forward and back. Okay, so we're gonna do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come up. Okay, we're gonna bend the right knee first. Whoop, like this. So you should be in this kind of position, right? Now I want you to sandwich, not sandwich, your straight leg with the arm. So left and right of the leg is my sandwich term, right? You're sandwiching the leg. Okay, you're gonna push. Still, see my heel still planted down, toes are up. Plant your hands down. You're going to now try to see if you could dip that knee down. So this doesn't have to be super close. Wherever you're at, right? If this is a lot more comfortable for you, it doesn't have to be 90 degree. Wherever you are, I want you to get the knee down. You're working on that internal rotation of that back leg. Whatever you're facing here, this is the back leg, right? You're going to lift the hips up with your hands up, right? And then from here, you're gonna really try to flex your foot more in front, holding that position. You're now working out here. 3, 2, and 1. Drop. Good. That's very, very good for your internal rotation. You'll see, and then you'll see later. Okay, we'll do it on the other side. Straighten that opposite leg and then bend the other knee. I want you to get that knee down as much as you can. So if it's not going all the way down, you definitely know you have so much room for improvement for that internal rotation. You need your adductors to work. You can put a cushion above the knee if it's really, really that intense that you can't find the angle of the bent knee and you can't drop it down. Okay, so put a pillow there. From here, if you can, right, you're gonna really twist to face that straight leg. Heel down, toes will flex and point up. Or rather, yeah. Drop your hands firmly down. You're gonna inhale, lift up, hold it here. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're really pushing that back knee down and drop. Okay, now you're gonna bend both knee. It's gonna be a lot easier to do the windshield wiper. So lift the knees up and drop. Good. It's almost like a PNF stretch, that thing that we did with the knee pushing down. You're really working on that back knee. I find that really doing PNF stretches first, super beneficial before you kind of do lots of passive stretches. It's actually, now in a lot of studies, they've been doing like recent studies about it, that PNF really is the main thing that helps with flexibility. Okay, we're gonna just we have to warm up completely the hips. If we're doing deep back bends, if you're new to my channel, it's like, what is she doing? I thought it's a back bend. In every back bend videos I have here, I always fully warm up my shoulders and my hips. It is important before you go to any deep back bends. Good. All right, from here, right, I'm gonna face my left leg, so you can face whatever leg you want. we're gonna do this pigeon pose, right? So we're both bent knee, 90-90, whatever angle, doesn't have to be perfect. We're just both bending the knees. Okay, I want you to have the back knee on top of the mat. Okay, so reach to wherever you can reach, right? I want you to aim for you facing the front knee like this. Okay, so whatever it is, this is now your front. So again, this is your my front knee, right? So instead of here, this is our midline, the center. You're gonna face here, drop it here, okay, forearms down, and then you're gonna lift the back heel up like this. If that is not accessible to you, then you know you need to work on your muscles there, right? So this is hard to lift up. If you're having a hard time, then you don't need to lay down. You can help with the hand. Push it all the way up with the hand. Stay there, okay? This is what you're gonna do. But if you can, with the dropping forearms, we're gonna pulse it for 5. You should feel this even in your front leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. So if you're holding, you're just holding, right? Or grabbing the heel. Hold, and release. I know, it is intense. Okay, we're gonna swap sides here. Facing now the right knee for me this time. Okay, and then you're gonna bend or fold it there. Good. You could clasp your fingertips, whatever works for you. We're doing that again. Back foot should be flexed as you pulse, right? So you're not pointing. You're driving with the back heel, right? There's a huge difference for 5. Good. 4, 3. This is a lot of internal rotation. So if you can't lift that, that's definitely your adductors. 2 and 1. There's a lot too. The glutes. Okay, you can hold it here. Sometimes I really like to press it farther just to kind of intensify it for me and really work on that. And then from there, you could let go. See how high you could go? Then that's your active range, right? Hold it, flex. I'm not relaxed. This is burning for me. And release. Shake. All right, we're gonna flow a little bit of vinyasa and then doing the deep back bend, starting in child's pose. You feel more warmed up, right? I like to do some kind of a stretches like that, more of like a PNF style. Well, it's a combination of everything, right? Passive and active. And then we flow. Okay, stretch your arms all the way. Breathing in. Melting down, breathing out. Flatten your palms down. We're gonna come to our upward dog by sliding our face in front of the mat, dropping the forearms. Good. Lifting the forearms up, coming all the way to your upward facing dog. Look forward first. Inhale here. Good. Exhale, flip your toes to your downward facing dog. Good. Feet together. And we're gonna wave forward and wave it back. Straighten your knees first. Drive with the hips as you wave back. Slowly, you're not rushing. Again, inhale, in front, forward. Exhale, knees are straight. Drive with the hips, wave back. Last one, inhale. Exhale. We're gonna do 2 more waves, but this time with bent knees. I'll meet you in downward dog. Beautiful. Roll forward, bending the knees now as you wave back. Bend the knees. Good. And last one, roll forward. Roll back, bend the knees. Ooh. Beautiful. All right, again, feet together. Right leg will lift up. 3-legged dog, breathing in. Good. Stay here. Breathe out. Open the knees or the hips. Bend the knees. Flex the foot. Good. Square your hips. Straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knee. Knee to chest. Lift it high. Step it inside of the right hand. Finding your crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Good. Inhale, finding your warrior two, planting the back heel down. Good. Right palm up, shift your weight forward, inhale, and then exhale to reverse. Good. Inhale all the way down, hand down. Exhaling, lifting the hand up and straightening the front knee. Good. Trikonasana. Look up. We're holding for a little bit here, feeling that stretch of the leg or legs. Left hand will drop down. Back heel will lift up. Right hand sweeps all the way up. Look up. Stay here. Revolve triangle. Good. Good. Bending the front knee. You're going to lean your belly to your thigh so it's easier for you to come up. We're going to do revolve here. So right hand will drop behind the left leg and left hand sweeps up. Ooh, a twisted, super bendy lunge. Holding 3, 2, straighten the back knee if you can. 1, good. Left hand drops down, followed by the right. You're going to step your right leg back. We're going to take our vinyasa. Shift your weight forward, shoulders past the wrist. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Good. Downward facing dog. Okay, good. We're doing that on the other side. When you're ready, feet together. Breathing in, left leg lifts up. Breathing out, bending the knee, opening the hips, flex the foot. Stay for a few. Left leg straightens, square your hips, breathing in. Breathing out, knee to chest, lift it high. Step it inside of the left hand. Good. Finding your crescent lunge. Reach. Breathing in. Breathing out. Cactus the arms. Open. Good. Inhale. Lift up. Finding now your warrior to plant the ground or the back heel. Stay for a few. Try to close your eyes if you can see. If you can find your balance. And open. Left palm up. Shift forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Reverse. Good. Ooh, all the way, finding your Trikonasana. Woohoo! Straightening the front knee, looking up. Good. Maybe reach forward first. Good. Drop it down. And lift the back heel up. Left hand sweeps up, twist. Good. Left hand will drop down. Good. Ooh, maybe bending the knee first. Yeah, so good. And then we're gonna reverse, okay? Woohoo, see if you could get it from this position, right? Right hand sweeps up, ooh, and then left hand behind. The other leg, twist deep. Try to straighten that back knee as much as you can. Maybe you can, whoop, lift yourself up a little bit and then bend. Intense. All the way, drop the hands down. Ooh, step it back. And your version of vinyasa. Good. Ooh, downward dog. All right, now we're going to take our Dhanurasana, rolling your spine forward. Good. From your high plank, we're going to lower as slow as possible, okay? Squeeze the glutes down and shift your weight forward. Lower all the way until your belly drops on your mat. As straight as much as you can. Whew. Now you're on your belly. Beautiful. Untuck the toes. I want your hands or forearms drop in front of you, finding your Sphinx pose. Okay, you can grab the elbows here with both of your hands and then arms in front. Good. From your Sphinx, okay, we're now wiggle your butt, making sure that both hip bones are almost grounded, right? You feel this left and the right. Whoop, should be even. Because sometimes, you never know. Whew, from here, I like the Sphinx in this Oko living because of these grooves here. I have to open up my pinky and my thumb and press it here, and then I can actually lift my elbows to seal. But obviously, if you have a rubbery mat too, that gets very sticky. You can do that too. But I like, because this is a straight line, I find that this, see, the pinky and the thumb is on a straight line, and then I can open and really activate all my fingers. So it's not just like sloppy, it's also working. Okay, from here, we're gonna try to straighten one elbow at a time, right? Okay, and then you're really leaning your weight to the other side. Hold it here, and then drop, other side, lean to the opposite side, and then drop. So I want you to get a feel of the weight shifting left and right. Keep going. Good. We're gonna start with whatever feels harder for you. So for me right now, it feels harder here to the right side. Okay? From there, straighten whatever is straight, right? The one that's bent, you're going to have it diagonal or parallel to the top of the mat. 90 degree, whatever works for you for that stability. It's just, it needs to be stable to let go of the other arm that's straight, right? So you're now leaning to whatever side you're at. Okay, from there, you're gonna sweep that arm up or behind. Good. Bending that knee. So whatever arm is sweeping back, for me it's the right knee will bend. Okay, you're gonna grab it, the inside of the ankle. Okay, from there, now find this stable spot. This should not feel heavy for you. It should feel like you're really stable, right? So I like this way. So my elbows are a little bit in front of my shoulders. From there, you're going to really press it down. So the foot, you press it down, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, see if you can let go of the hand, right? You could grab the thighs and you're gonna do it yourself. Flex the foot and press it down outside. Same thing for 5. It's now more active. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back. All right. Now we're going to open the knee out. Beautiful. As out as you can to the sides. Okay. From there, you're gonna drop the foot. Good. And now you're going to come to this Sphinx position of your arms. We're opening halfway. Frog. We're going to get to our Dhanurasana. We're still kind of like warming up. I'm taking you to how I would really do my own Dhanurasana. Like it's a lot of opening before, hip opening, everything before we fully do it, right? Okay, we're just staying here. We're talking, so that we could stay relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Now let's see if you could lift the heel up from that position. If it's hard, maybe you could help to grab it with a hand. Okay, from there, okay, we're gonna do half side first. Okay, so the outside of the foot, I want you to grab it with a hand, right? So your palm is facing up. You're gonna touch the foot from underneath the tops of your foot, and then you're gonna point the toes. Beautiful. You're now doing this flip grip, right? From here, really lean. Have your foot close to you, and then you're gonna flip as you have the elbows pointing forward, right? And then as you point it up now, you're gonna lift the knee up. Beautiful. Now adjust yourself. I want your knee to be as close together to the other knee as much as possible. And I have my back other foot now here like this, right? Curled under to help. So find what works best. If you feel more confident with the pointed back toes or curled toes. I like my curled toes to really help lift that other foot up. Okay, so now hold a grip of that. Really tighten the grip. Hold, hold, hold. Now I want you to get a feel of the arm working. It has to be both working, right? Really, lats are super strong. Now I like my other arm diagonal like this, and then I'm gonna lift my elbow now up from the mat. Holding it here as you kick up, quad strong. Kick it up, hold. Everything is super intense. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop and release. Good. Whew. Wiggle, wiggle. We're gonna do that many times, okay? The first time is always the hardest, and we're doing that on the left. Okay, lift the elbow up, lean to that left side. This is my easier side. So let's see if it's your easier side. You're gonna start to bend the knee. Boom. Whew. And then find this stable spot. Open up here like this. Good. And lift the heel up. You could again help with the hand or not. I want to do it actively, so I'm gonna pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. See if you can let go of the hand. Challenge yourself for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Let go to release first. And now let's see if you could do the flip grip, right? Lift it up, or you could help the hand. The left palm will touch the tops of your foot. Good. Palm is facing up. Really strong grip here, right? So whatever flip grip style you like, this is just how I would do it. I would really open this knee as out as possible so it's easy to reach, and then heel to bum, right? From there, you're gonna now really turn. The elbows are pointing forward first, right? And then you're really getting hold of the tops of the foot, and then lifting the knee as you simultaneously lift that elbow to point up towards the sky, and then the other foot will be curled under, and then you can adjust yourself to lean to that right leg side. That's why I had you lean, so that you can now adjust the knee as close to the other knee as possible, squaring yourself, and now maybe having onto the hand now. So now you're not on the forearm in front, you're just on the hand, right? Feeling that lat or the shoulders opening up. Woo, it's intense, right? And then holding. Okay, now hold, hold, hold. Kick the quad, strong. Kick the leg, hold. 5, 4, 3, smile. 2, and 1. Whew. Let go to the sides and release. Slowly. Whew. Wiggle, wiggle the butt and see how that works for your back, huh? You feel now. It's good to do this left and right so you get to feel which is harder. Okay, we're gonna get into our rabbit pose to counteract the back bend. So get into our child's pose first. Dropping the forehead down. Good. Hands will cup your heels. Drop the elbows down, and then your crown of your head will touch the mat as close to your knees as possible. Lift the hips up. Whew, and stay here. This is your rabbit pose. We're gonna breathe, really pull, pull. Feels so good. I always like to open my heels out to the sides if that's comfortable for you. If not, just stay where you are. Good. All right. Release slowly, getting out of the pose, sitting on your heels, coming all the way up. All right. Reach again forward and slide yourself down, belly down on the mat. Sphinx pose. Good. All right. This time we're going to do both. Straighten the elbows, seal pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Breathe. and release. Good. Okay, we're doing that again. Single leg, right? So I want my forearms this way. I'm gonna do the right arm behind, okay? So whatever side you want to do, okay, we're doing it again. See which works for you. If this is easier for you to flip your grip rather than taking it out to the sides, right? I just had you do that so you can get a feel of both, but I know this is more traditional. I find this a lot harder. Maybe it depends, right? If you're used to this, this is definitely gonna be a lot easier for you. So from here, right, we're gonna flip the grip. So grabbing the outside of the foot, or the tops of the foot, right? Boom, lift up, and all the way, square yourself, put it back to where your hips are squared, right? You feel that. From here, okay, we're gonna do a different approach, right? Get a feel of that flip, or the grip, really, really strong, right? I want you to, the other leg that's straight, curl the toes under. You're gonna lift the kneecap up so your thigh should be away from the mat, right? See that gap? You have a little bit of a gap, either an inch of a gap. From there, you're really pulling now this, super strong, okay? You're gonna pull, pull, pull. See if you can pull, 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 right? The other leg is working. Drop the knee of that other leg, point the toes, lift it up, and see if you could touch the other thigh. It doesn't have to touch. You're just helping it to push, and then holding it here. Your toes may now touch the head. It doesn't have to. Wherever you are, hold for 5, 4, lift, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the other leg first, before the other on the head, and then release, drop the thigh first before you let go of the grip. Whew, that is intense. If you need to follow along or watch first before you follow along, that might help too, especially if you're first time doing the left and right side. Whew, how are you doing? It is intense. Okay, we're gonna do it again on the other side. My right forearm now is planted this way, diagonally. Okay, and then, open up, open and twist, right? And then bend the knee if you like to flip it here, or grip it here, or outside, whatever works. Again, same thing. I'm not gonna walk you through because we just did the same thing, right? You're just gonna flip the grip like that, right? From here, elbows in front, there. And then the other leg will curl under, so you could lift it up. See, as I lift up the knee, I'm also scooching my other knee to square my hips, okay? Now from here, get a stable spot, right? I like it this way where I'm really up. Okay, from here, the right knee is now lifted. For me, thigh is not touching the mat, right? So now crawl, walk, 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 so that now your belly is on the mat and the ribs, right? Ribs is now touching. You're like kind of like this seesaw, if you will. From here, lift up, maybe toes to touch the head. Drop the right knee down. Toes are gonna point up. Touch the thigh if it touches, and hold for 5, 4, lift, 3, 2, and 1. Release slowly and let go. Okay, whatever version of counteracting you want, you could either just stay in your child's pose or rabbit pose with me. Let's do it. Crown of your head and rabbit pose. Whatever works for you. You could just stay in your child's pose to rest. It is intense. Breathe. All right. Letting go slowly. Now get a feel of your body. How is it for you? Is it intense? It is intense, right? Rolling the shoulders back. Okay, we're gonna do more twist. Inhaling to reach up. Exhale to twist to the right. Good. Twist some more. Twist some more. With each exhalation, you wanna twist deeper. Good. Now maybe dropping the forearms and bending the other arm. Ooh, intense. There. To get more bendy. Other side. Inhale, reaching up, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale again, lengthen, twist some more, exhale. Twist, twist, twist. Maybe the other hand goes over the head. You know already, you're seeing it. And all the way up. Whew. Okay, we're gonna do again, left and right, or right and left, whatever you are doing first. But this time, we're gonna try to pull with both hands with one foot, right? Okay, so let's get into our belly again. Okay, and then I'm gonna drop my forearm, kick the right knee out to the sides, flip my grip, grabbing my toes, boom. Adjusting myself, squaring. It gets easier as you do it more often, right? So just do it over and over. All right, from here, right? See, it's hard to grab. So what do? Right? Some people will grab here, tuk, 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 like grab the forearm first and then do that. Okay, others, I like it differently. So I'm going to pull like how I did and showed you before, right? Curled toes under with the other foot, lifting the knee up in the thigh. From there, you're almost going to twist this foot. So the right elbow is kind of going to point that foot to the left side, right? So almost twisting from there, right? That strong leg is pushing firmly down, so you could let go. My left ribs is more on the leaning to the left side, right? From there, you're going to grab as you can pull more. Now drop the thigh and the knee of the back foot, or back leg rather, and pull. So you're gonna pull, crawling that foot up there. Okay, you could either stay here, or if you want to really get the balance to point that's harder. I'm not there yet, but we are gonna do this. Pull, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let go, and let go. I can do that all the way. You have to now move the plant or wherever, right, the ribs first. You have to now point the chest down. I can't because my mic is right here inside my jumpsuit. But you have to have your chest down to pull. Whew, intense, huh? We're doing that on the left side. Maybe wiggle, wiggle first. Let's see if I can show you. I'm just gonna take out my mic. Okay. So I can really show you the, there. Maybe, hopefully, it will not ruin the sound. Let's see. Okay, I'll just do it like that. All right, we're gonna grab again, right? Whoop. See how you can kick it out? It's easier, so you can flip and rotate the grip, right? Then back to that squared position. All right. Whew. Now again, drop the back knee to lift, crawl, 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 and then, hang on, my mic there. Whew. Grab, 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 and here. See? And then you can do this. Intense. It's very, very intense. So wherever you are, we're just holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Release. Slowly. Intense. All right, we're gonna do another counteract. I'm just gonna put back my mic. All right, how are you feeling? Okay, for a deeper counteract, you could come into a standing fold, right? If you want it this way, wherever you are. Or for me, my favorite counteract with a deep back bend is Titibasana or Firefly. So if you can get into Firefly, you can do it with me. But if not, then you can do whatever counteract pose you want. I really like to do it this way and then rounding my spine. Feels so good holding that position until I feel that it's already even, like the back bends versus the rounding. And sometimes I like to do this, hooking my feet together. Forgot the name of this pose. There's a name of this. I'm gonna flash it here on the screen if I remember. Whew, and then rocking. Whew, releasing. All right. Let's do some Baddha Konasana, feet together, and then fold. Ooh, intense. I love that. Maybe fluttering the wings of your butterfly wings. Okay. All right, now we're ready to do the full Dhanurasana or bow pose. Okay. Let's get onto our belly, down on the mat. Now, see if you could do both flip grip. If not, you could do one leg at a time. But I'll show you right now how I do the both flip grip, right? It requires a lot of shoulder mobility. So first, I want you to get into this position where your hands are next to your chest. Really squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. Okay? From here, you're gonna roll right shoulder first and then the left. Okay? And then we're gonna do right, left, faster. Keep going. Good. Now all the way down, relax for a little bit, and we're gonna do both simultaneously. Back and down. Back and down. So as you go, roll back, elbows squeeze towards your ribs, and down, relax. Good. Back and down. You should feel your scapula here moving. Good. Release. Arms forward. Good. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to flip your palms to face up. Good. Lift up. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now your scapula should be ready for the double flip grip, if you will. That's how I call it. Okay, forearms drop. I'm gonna open my feet wider than my mat. From there, bending the knees, kicking the heels to the sides. Toes are really pointing to the sides, flexing the feet, right? So wherever you are, you're gonna grab one foot first, and then see if you could grab both. If this is so intense for you, right, this requires a lot of like opening of the hips, right? Look at me now, right? So it's not possible for everyone. So find what is hindering you. Is it your hips? Is it your shoulders, right? It could be all of it. And flip. Woo. So same thing, same concept with the elbows. Pointing forward and pointing up. Now you're going to rock yourself to close your knees as much as possible together so your quads are strong. Good. From here, inhaling, stretching up, looking up. Good. Exhaling here, holding, finding stillness. Smiling, quads are strong. Squeeze the glutes and release. Whoo. Slowly. Okay. If you followed along, that is pretty intense. You're gonna curl your toes under and we're gonna push all the way up to challenge yourself. Hands next to your chest. Lift your kneecaps first up, and as you lift your kneecaps, your knees are away from the mat and your thighs, right? Kneecaps are towards you. When I say kneecaps up, kneecaps are towards your groin. Okay, from there, your thighs are strong, your quads, your legs are working. You're gonna push all the way up, tuck your chin to your clavicle, straighten your body to push all the way up to high plank. Beautiful. Good. From there, downward facing dog. Whew. Take a moment to find stillness, breathe. Good. All right, let's flow it out. Rolling your spine forward, rolling it back, preparing for your feet together to lift the right leg up, breathing in. Breathing out here, fallen triangle, slide it outside of the left hand, sweep the left hand up, look up, good. Drop the hand down, knee towards your chest, lift it high, step it outside of the right hand, drop the back knee down, right hand sweeps all the way up, breathing in. Breathing out, grabbing the back toes. Good. Drop the forearm down and then look up. Maybe your pinky edge of the right foot is now on the side or planted down. Good. Stay here and drop. Good. Come onto your hands, up to your lizard lunge, lift up, step the right leg back, push the hips up, downward facing dog. Feet together, roll it forward, roll it back, and lifting the left leg up, breathing in, breathing out, knee to chest. Fall in triangle, step it outside of the right hand, sweep the right hand up. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop the right hand down, knee towards your chest, and step it outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee down, inhale, left hand up. Exhale, grab the back foot. Open the knee out to the side. Left pinky edge side of your foot is grounded, maybe dropping the right forearm down, looking up. Stretch. I know that transitions a lot faster. And come up. Onto the hands. I'm now trying to be fast because it's too much now. I don't know if it's still recording. Step the leg back, high plank, and downward facing dog. Let's take our vinyasa here, rolling your spine forward. Your version of vinyasa and chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Okay, let's do some crow pose. If you're up for it, okay, we're gonna bend the knees and hop forward, shift it back to hop forward. I'm not gonna jump to crow yet, because this is not about crow. All right, I want to get into my crow because I feel like my back needs to counteract more to get that strong back, and that's just how I'm feeling. I'm saying and walking you through. Okay, we're just gonna get into our crow to really press ourselves up, or our back to really work on the counteracting position. We're holding whatever you want to do with your counteract, maybe straightening as much as possible, and dropping slowly down. All right, I want to flip my toes. Knees are up. Okay, coming into our boat pose, and we're gonna slowly end in Shavasana, but we're gonna slow descent from bow, okay? Lift the legs up. You could grab it with the hands, or let go, whatever works for you with the boat pose. We're going to slowly lower down to our Shavasana. Inhale, and exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Feel your body. Thank your body for today's practice. For that yummy back bend. I like to add a little bit of a twist here. If you're up for that, right knee towards your chest, cross it to the opposite side, and then twist your body, look to the right side. Good. Come back to your center. Left knee draws in towards your chest, twist, or drop it to the opposite side. Left hand extends to the left side, look to the left. Let's get to our happy baby pose. You could grab your heels. I like to wrap my shins and grab this with my toes or my arch of my feet and rock side to side. I showed this in my previous videos about this like happy baby pose. It's like my eagle version. It's so good for the back. Good. All right, and let it go. And we're ending in Shavasana. Whew. Thank you so much, guys, for practicing with me. And I'll see you on my next one. I hope you enjoyed. Place there. Good boy. Kisses, Mama. I love you. I love you so much. Kisses more. Good boy.
If you don't have scoliosis, this is also great for you to start before you practice deep back bends. It's basically a warm-up, a great warm-up for back bends. Your hands forward, finding your puppy pose. So see, a little twist here, and then thread the arm underneath the other. Good. Threading the needle with that right leg straight. Now I like my right fingertips to move a little bit more forward where I could lift that elbow up towards the sky.